Hi, everybody. Hey, if it is your first live, some things you need to know. I don't just be sitting here chit-chatting, so you might want a pen, you might want a pencil, you might want to take some notes, you might want some water, you might want to text your bestie. Some people call it potion church. They're like, it's potion church. I got some deep Georgia Baptist roots, and people say sometimes I get to fussing at y'all, but I don't be getting to fussing. Who doesn't need a fussing black woman in your life? Everybody needs a black woman that'll get you in alignment. Hi. Okay, we're gonna get started. We're not gonna be here very, very long. We are talking, and I was actually like putting the potion on. And put oil all over my own personal bottle of the potion. So I'm gonna try to clean it off so y'all can see it. I was putting it on. It smells so good. Potions aren't perfumes, but this one smells so good. This is boundaries, y'all. This is boundaries. If this is your first time, this is the potion teaching, the live for boundaries. I'm Crystal the Oracle. They call me the Queen of Potions. Got that little moniker from Marie and Lockhart and Moonstone Witchery. They call me the Queen of Potions, and I channel potions. And there's a library of potions on my website. We are nearing 30 potions probably. And if you don't see a potion for the intention you're looking for, you can book a custom or you can send me a text because, you know, there probably is one. But we are going to get into this one. This one is Boundaries Potion. It is our newest potion. Isn't it pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Do you see the cotton floating in there and the eucalyptus? So good. Okay. Let's not get mesmerized. Potion mesmerized. Boundaries. Okay, this one. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, it put me through some things. Let me just, before I get to my notes, let me just be honest. I started channeling this potion, made the first one. I started using this potion, and immediately I was telling my best friend, I was like, I think Boundaries Potion is ruining my life. Because my default trauma response is people pleasing. And when I tell you, it's like I went from boundaries being the thing that was hardest to like night and day. And the first, to be really, to keep it 100 with y'all, the first energy I felt was like a little kid where it's like, this is mine, and this is mine, and this is mine, and this is mine. That was the first energy I felt. The first energy was like just this intense, beautiful illumination of all the ways I was overgiving. All the places where I was doing too much. All the places where I was sharing when I should have been reserving. Right? And when I tell you, it was immediate. It was like night and day. So if boundaries is something you're working toward, this one is really, really going to help. Okay. My notes say, put this on everything. Put this on everything. It's so good. Okay. We're not going to be here for long because the lesson that Source gave me, it's just so simple. It's so simple and it's so straightforward and it's so sweet, right? And I've thought about it all day, like every single day. I'd love to educate myself on crystals, potion, rituals. There have been few, dive into it like a full-blown child. The spirit was like, girl, you better learn. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm an oracle to oracles. So if you are drawn to me in any way, you're probably a potion person. And also, you are an oracle. You're definitely an oracle. And I'm here to teach you how to protect yourself before you come roaming up in here. Protect yourself before you wreck yourself. That's pretty funny. This is a shameless plug. In February and March, it'll be 6 weeks this time, still working out the logistics, but Oracle U comes back and it's going to be better than it's ever been. And, I'm either going to teach it live or re-record the teachings. And there's going to be a lot of like, really good stuff for practitioners and people with spiritual businesses. I can't wait. Okay, but stay around. There's courses on the intuition school section of my website. There's the chakra course there. There's teaching. There's live. If you ask me a question, you can DM me. Okay, I'm getting back to Boundaries Potion because that's what we're talking about right now. Boundaries Potion. Okay. This one changed me big time. Let's talk about the elements. We've got clear quartz. I have greased this bottle up good, y'all. Y'all can see I've been using it. We've got clear quartz, amethyst, cotton, which is always so pretty floating in there. Eucalyptus. There's also eucalyptus oil, melaleuca or tea tree oil, jasmine, and cedarwood. So good. Myra says, I love this potion was inspired by a working guest. So the reason why we have a boundaries potion, just to talk about what Myra's talking about, is I channeled a mystery potion called Focus, which I talked about last night. Where is it? I guess this is Focus right here, which I talked about last night. So I channeled the mystery Focus, and I was like, hey, the mystery potion, what do y'all think it is going to be? And people were like, boundaries, 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 boundaries. I was like, that ain't what it was going to be, but I guess that's what it needs to be. So we have a boundaries potion that we're going to be talking about. Another potion that is actually going to come not until February, but it came from all of those guesses too. I'm not going to say it aloud because then it'll make me channel it early. I am going to say it aloud because I don't know how to keep things from you guys. Pleasure potion. We're going to have that one. Okay. But today we're talking about boundaries. We're talking about boundaries. Crystal, get it together. Stick to your notes. I said we weren't going to be here long, and now I've been like chit-chatting. Okay. I asked Source about boundaries, and Source kept saying one thing. I asked Source about boundaries. The people want me to channel about boundaries. They want me to talk about boundaries. What do you want me to tell them about boundaries? And Source said one thing. Source said, you think boundaries are about saying no and putting up guardrails and electric fences, but boundaries are less about saying no and more about saying yes. Boundaries are not at all about saying no. We think boundaries are about saying no and guardrails and electric fences, but the energy of your boundaries, the purpose of your boundaries is not about saying no. It's about saying yes. That is why you become a person who is boundaried. I am not going to go any further without shouting out a page I love very much, Boundaried Boot Camp. If you are not following Boundaried Boot Camp, her name is Molly, I believe, and she like makes cartoons of boundaries, and it's called Boundaried Boot Camp. So all y'all go follow it. Okay. Source said, you think boundaries are about saying no and putting up guardrails and electric fences, but boundaries are less about saying no and more about saying yes. When are you going to stop saying no to your own life to say yes to everyone else's? We're going to be here. We're not going to be here very long, but this one hits hard, okay? When are you going to stop saying no to your own life in order to say yes to everyone else's? Right? That really hit me hard. Because some of that saying yes that you're doing, you're saying yes to absolutely everyone, saying yes to absolutely everything, not being aware of where your boundaries are and that kind of thing, that's producing that running ragged energy that you got going on, or that I got to do it all, and it's fueling that resentment and your feelings of disconnection, right? It's fueling that I'm feeling disconnected from source. I'm feeling disconnected from my purpose. Of course you are, because you're saying yes to everyone else's and you haven't made any time to say yes to your own. How can you foster a connection with you and you if all you're saying yes to is what everyone else needs from you? Boundaries. Okay? You're saying yes to people and things and duties that your soul never agreed to and wondering why you don't have the energy for it. I'm going to watch my own replay. I'm going to watch my own replay. You're saying yes to duties and people and opportunities that aren't even opportunities, right? You're saying yes and wondering why you don't have the energy for the things you're saying yes to. It's because your soul's like, I never signed up for that. I didn't come with the energy for that thing that you're saying yes to. Boundaries. Okay. The elements. Clear quartz, right? Clear quartz being the master healer, amplifier of intention, purifier of intention. Clear quartz is in every potion except for snake oil. Oh, bought a badge. That's so cute. Thank you for the badge. Okay. Clear quartz in everything but snake oil. Okay. Next, next crystal element is amethyst. Look at that pretty purple amethyst. Amethyst, when I used to channel the meanings of crystals. I still do. I'm a lithomancer, so I still use crystals for divination and interchanneling. But amethyst said to me, I'm the I got your back stone. Amethyst is the I have your back stone, right? Amethyst supports your intuition and your third eye awakening, seeing things as they are. So you can say yes to the right things, seeing things as they are. So you can put boundaries in place and not get married to the potential of things and not keep striving in places that aren't going to be fruitful for you. Amethyst, it's going to open that third eye and associate you to your crown, right? Open up your ability to see things, the reality of things as they are. Amethyst balances the emotions. It brings courage. It calms the mind and it enhances decision making. Amethyst is the connection to what is true for you, the connection to your true essence and authenticity, so you can be in alignment with what you want. How do you know? I just posted a reel on this. How do you know if something is in alignment? Something is aligned when saying yes to the thing is also saying yes to yourself. That's how you know it's aligned. If in order to say yes to the thing, you have to say no to yourself. If in order to give it, you have to take away the piece of you that feels like receiving, that's out of alignment. And what I'm not saying that we don't ever do in this life things that are misaligned, but I am saying every time you commit to something that's out of alignment, you're using energy that you could be using toward things that are aligned, right? So good. Oftentimes we're betraying ourselves without even realizing it because we haven't taken the time to connect with what we truly want. Oftentimes we are betraying ourselves without even realizing it because we haven't taken the time to connect to what we truly want. So we're just doing anything. And it's self-betrayal. It's subconscious self-betrayal, right? Because we haven't even taken the time to ask, is this what I really want? Is this saying yes to myself? Is this saying yes to my purpose or my destiny? Does this feel like why I came here? Does this feel like the kind of relationship opportunity that a soul would leave eternity and come into time for? Is this really what I want to do? Because boundaries are less about saying no and more about saying yes, right? So it becomes real clear when you're saying yes to something that is truly aligned. So good. Okay, next potion element is the eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is in here as a eucalyptus leaf, and eucalyptus is also in here as oil. Eucalyptus oil. Eucalyptus is the herb of respect given and received. Respect given and received. You get eucalyptus and sage in your packages, right? Because you burn the sage to clear out whatever energy, and eucalyptus is the first herb that I say to burn, right? Because I don't know what I'm calling in here, but what I know is that it's going to respect who I am. It's going to respect my soul's mission, right? The herb of respect given and received. We're talking about boundaries. Okay? Eucalyptus ushers in self-respect specifically. Eucalyptus is in release potion. It's in ready potion. So we use the correspondence of eucalyptus, that self-respect in those kinds of things. Alternative tile, the co-parenting potion, honey. I mean, we can use a couple of them for that. I love that. The notes say, as the great Lauryn Hill says, baby girl, respect is just the minimum, right? You want to talk about boundaries? Lauryn Hill don't care what nobody expects of her. She gonna do what feels aligned to her, right? Baby girl, respect is just the minimum. Because isn't respect what boundaries comes down to? Isn't respect what boundaries comes down to? Do I respect myself enough to advocate for myself? Do you respect me enough that when I advocate for myself, that feels good to you? Do you respect me enough that when I speak up for me, you are excited? That you are excited that you are more clear about how I need to be nourished? Do you respect me that much? Do you respect me enough to enjoy my well-being? Because when I tell you my boundaries, that's me telling you what I need for my well-being. Do you have that level of respect for me? Right? Eucalyptus. Yes, the level of self-respect depends on your self-worth. Worthy potion, worthy oil. So good. Okay. Eucalyptus also brings fresh energy to situations. Fresh energy. It alleviates worry, heals regrets, aids in mental exhaustion, and revives the emotional connection. Right? That's respect. That's eucalyptus. Aids in mental exhaustion and helps you be more connected to yourself and to others. Right? We're talking about boundaries. Source says, listen, they'll be all right. That's what it says in the notes. Listen, they'll be all right. Whatever you think you're holding together with your sacrifice, you're not. Sacrifice isn't sustainable. My friend Jerice says the sacrifice always dies. The sacrifice, when you put the sacrifice on the altar, the sacrifice is the thing that dies. We got to stop. The notes say we got to stop killing ourselves for someone else's lack of emotional maturity. They'll be all right. We got to stop killing ourselves for someone else's lack of emotional maturity. They're not children. They are adults. And adult people can be disappointed. They'll be all right. Eucalyptus, respect. And anyone who only likes you when you're saying yes doesn't like you. If they need you to say yes to like you, they don't like you. And that's really ultimately what we're afraid of, right? We're afraid that's that little inner child thing of us that feels like, and a core need of the human nervous system, a core need of the human experience is belonging. And we think, if I'm not saying yes, they may not like me. If they don't like me, I won't belong. If I don't belong to a part of the tribe, a part of the herd, I'm going to die. That's the part of us that's afraid. The fear is maybe they don't like me unless I'm saying yes. Maybe they will leave me unless I'm saying yes. But the thing that fear doesn't tell you is that when you say yes to yourself, you attract the people who are aligned with you. And so when you say yes to yourself, you'll be saying yes to them. So maybe they only like you when you're saying yes, right? And maybe that you identify that those people don't respect me and those people don't like me. But I promise, as you respect and like yourself, the people who do will come. You're not going to be left out there on your own. We right here on this live with you. Okay? Community. You find what's aligned by saying yes to yourself more, not less. Boundaries. Okay, we got cotton. We got cotton in here. The glare. Here it is, floating around like a cute little cloud in the potion. Cotton is also found in ease oil. Cotton is also found in ease oil. Cotton, when I was like channeling for boundaries, like that surprised me to see the cotton. I'm like, what? This is boundaries. This is about saying no and being rigid and being hard. And Source is like, Source says this. Source says you're interrupting your own ease by living your life unboundaried. You're interrupting your own ease by living your life unboundaried. Ease is found in putting some things down. Boundaries. That soft life is found in releasing that people-pleasing. Boundaries. And hey, when you stop people-pleasing, there will be people who are not pleased. When you stop people-pleasing, there will be people who are not pleased. And ease is found in discovering who that is. The ease, the peace, the energy, the alleviation of that exhaustion that you're asking for, some of that is found in figuring out who's not pleased unless you're people pleasing, right? And also discovering, wow, I had some good boundaries right there. And they enjoyed that. They liked that. They want me to feel good. They want me to feel light, right? They want to lessen my load. They aren't benefiting by me overrunning myself with exhaustion. They enjoy when I feel better in my skin. It makes everyone around me operate on a different level of ease because I am feeling ease, right? Boundary. It says, who wants you to feel light? Who wants to lessen your load? Know how you figure that out? Set some boundaries. Set some boundaries and figure out who likes them. The next element, this is an olfactory element, melaleuca. Melaleuca, which is also tea tree oil. This one smells insanely amazing. It's so good. It's eucalyptus, melaleuca, jasmine, and cedarwood, and it smells like sophisticated and sweetish and woodsy and really, really, really good. Really good. Okay, melaleuca is known as the oil for boundaries. It's literally known. Melaleuca, tea tree oil, is known as the oil of energetic boundaries. It clears negative baggage, helps break ties with negative and toxic relationships. Boundaries. We're talking about boundaries. So new healthy connections can form. New healthy connections that honor your personal needs. So good. Melaleuca also helps guide you through resistance to expressing your truth. Because isn't that what boundaries are about, right? Being able to know and speak your authentic truth and that thing be received. So melaleuca is in here. It is melaleuca or tea tree oil. It is the oil of energetic boundaries. And then jasmine. Jasmine is the oil of desire. So good. Jasmine is the oil of desire. Jasmine comes and says, you know what where your boundaries are really found? Your boundaries are found in not repressing those desires, right? In order to be unboundaried, in order to say yes to everyone else, you have to say no to yourself, right? And if the desire is strong enough, saying no to yourself repeatedly is unsustainable. That's what the jasmine comes in and does. It says you've been repressing your desires in order to put yourself last, but we're just going, because you're not going to put yourself last anymore. It is going to be something that needles at you. You're used to putting yourself last to the point where it barely bothers you anymore. But this is now you got boundaries in your life because you've got passion now and you've got a purpose that you're heading toward. And so you're not going to be able to put yourself last anymore. It's about not repressing your desire and going after what you want. Oh, this is so good, y'all. It says boundaries get real easy when the energy of what you truly desire gets louder than the energy of wanting to be desired. Boundaries get real easy when what you desire becomes more important than being desired. So good. Because your boundaries may leave some people temporarily disappointed, but living without them leaves you disappointed. Boundaries get real easy when what you desire becomes more important than being desired. That's Jasmine. Last element, and then we did it, y'all. We did it. Cedarwood. Cedarwood. Cedarwood is root chakra awakening, foundation building. Cedarwood is deeply empowering. It's actually found in root chakra oil. Cedarwood brings confidence and self-assurance, fosters feelings of security. If Jasmine helps you own your desire, Cedarwood helps you call it in, right? Hand in hand. We got tea tree oil here, helping with energetic boundaries, right? Eucalyptus for self-respect, jasmine to let you own your desire, and then cedarwood to help you call it in. Cedarwood promotes peaceful thoughts, helps you interpret messages from yourself. What do I think? What am I really feeling? What do I really want, right? I've been unboundaried and disconnected from myself for a long time. I've been pleasing other people for a long time and taking on more than what my soul asked for a long time. How do I reconnect to what feels aligned and what does not? Cedarwood. It's associated with healing and protection and the repulsion of things that would eat away or erode. Cedar is like an insect repellent in the natural, right? So whatever something does in the natural, its energetic correspondence is usually aligned. And so cedarwood will repel insects. And so energetically, that's what it does. It repels things that eat away little by little at what your true intention is, what you're here to do, your ultimate goal, right? Cedarwood also carries the correspondence of redirecting back to the chosen path, right? Boundaries, self-respect, owning your desire, and then being redirected to the chosen path. So good. That's it. That's Boundaries Potion, y'all. You can order an existing custom potion and put boundaries in the notes. And it is November, so it will be Potionmas soon. I'll actually be announcing it at the new moon on Monday. So this is not good for a business owner to say, but I wouldn't order any potions right now. I would just sneak around on my website and get a good juicy list together because we're going to do Potionmas. It's the biggest promotion that I do all year long. It's like my version of Black Friday. It's going to go from November's new moon, which is the 13th, all the way through Cyber Monday. So 2 full weeks. Y'all pray my strength. Yes, yes. Love, love, love. Get your list together. Get your list. I wouldn't start ordering until Monday though, because it's pretty good. It's going to be good. It's going to be very, very good. But boundaries. Make sure y'all put this one on your list. Okay, so good. I am always here via DM to love on y'all. Please go and do the Pick Your Potion screenshot, especially if this is your first live. Go ahead, do the Pick Your Potion screenshot. DM me if you want to. We can talk about what potions you need. But get your list together because it's beginning to look a lot like Potionmas. And we're gonna get all of these wonderful holiday goodies out for everybody. So good. I love you guys so much. Thanks for joining.